This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to Ames, Iowa, home of the Cyclones of Iowa State. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Utah Utes, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Iowa State Cyclones. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Utes will get us started with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So Iowa State's offense will take the field first. And what a performance. An aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Cyclones will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. So the Utah Utes offense will have its first possession of the game. And, Jesse, they've got a quarterback that, if he can get into a rhythm, can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the
power football with the run. Picks up the first down. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
They'll ride the hot hand. Let's talk for a second about Iowa State. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. That becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? Comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you...
There he goes. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And the Cyclones come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll run play action. Fires downfield. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cyclones!
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
They've got a first down here to open the period. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Oh, they're after him. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Got a man. It's Rodriguez. Still on his feet at the 45. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. Creates a little room. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. And we're taking...
Iowa State sending the offense back out. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Gives it to the back on the draw. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? The Cyclones come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The play action fake. The sweet feet buy a little time. Kept it, and he's past the marker. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. And the Cyclones look to keep this drive humming. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll run it on first and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cyclones!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Pocket breaking down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cyclones with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off play action. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Quickly to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. On the run, it's Cook. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking to throw, it's Maddox. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. And the Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Touchdown, Iowa State! Grabbed in the end zone. This offense has it with really good field position. The give to the lone running back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the play fake. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Got room on the return. Inside the 30. The 10. And he's going to run it all the way. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Some misdirection with the counter. Shakes off the defender. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. They go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Maddox. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Cyclones will send out the punt unit. And the return man couldn't get to it. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll go right back to it. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Cyclones are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They want to run it left here. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. A 1st down for the offense. The give to the tailback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. Looking for space to the left. Turns it loose deep. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? Will wonders never cease if you're a defensive guy? They called PI on the offense this time. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Maddox. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Catch in the middle, it's McCluster. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the 1st down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion, whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Chubb. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Cyclones are marching down the field. He'll do it himself. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
They'll run play action, buying some time, finds the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You hear this all the time, but you've got to be able to tackle the catch. Limit yak, right? I know that ball wasn't thrown deep down the field. As soon as that guy caught it, though, down he went.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on 3rd down. And the Cyclones will punt it away on 4th down. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. And that, my friends, is perfect bounce, the perfect punt, and the perfect roll. They'll have them locked down inside their own 5. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety.
And that's exactly what you call complimentary football. The punter doing a great job downing the opponent inside their own 5-yard line. Then the defense takes the field, and they get the safety. You've got to love that if you're the head coach.
Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they got to wake up. It seems like they've been a bit lackadaisical here the last few drives, maybe as we've seen this lead dwindle a little bit, David. So they need a bit of a spark here to get that mojo back.
Yeah, and you always have the adjustments, and then your opponent adjusts, and now they got to readjust now because this game's getting a little bit tighter than they liked.
They'll try the run. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Really nice run. Rips off 6 on the play, but it brings up a 4th and 2. Offense in a split backfield. Now the play fake. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Touchdown, Cyclones! Once he got some room, it was over. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
On these critical 4th downs,
Iowa State sending the offense back out. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
Handoff to the single running back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 28. The give to the back. Turning it on! He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. The Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Fights off a defender. Past the sticks and still on his feet. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. On target to the left. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and and that's where this offense will go back to work. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? And by going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close, and the tackle. They get a tackle for a loss on that gadget-type play.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
Thanks so much for spending some time